Hi, I'm Linda Bennett. I'm the director of the Hypnotherapy Program here at the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts, and I'm so excited that you are beginning a journey in the field of hypnotherapy. And you're going to be going through training here with us and learning about hypnotherapy in a couple of different ways. And when I say different ways, in different levels. So learning happens in different levels. And the first part of your learning is going to be gaining knowledge, understanding what hypnotherapy is and isn't, and you're going to begin even in that first class, that first 20 hours of HY 101, you're going to learn how to hypnotize others. Then we move into Hypnotherapy 201. That's a 40-hour class. You will be learning more of the techniques needed to work with specific types of clients. You're going to be building a platform for yourself in how you promote yourself as a hypnotherapist, how you use these skills with other people. You're going to learn about pain management. You're going to learn about weight management, changing habits, behaviors, all of those kinds of things. You're going to be developing and really fine-tuning your skills in Hypno 201. Then we go to Hypno 301. This is the practical application part of our program. And in that course, you're going to be working with individuals and helping make life changes for them. And so this is where it's a very practical training process, and it's really built off your competencies to work with different individuals, helping them to understand more about hypnotherapy and helping them to make changes in their lives through the process of hypnosis. So welcome aboard. Looking forward to this exciting adventure. Learning happens in various stages, and there are 4 primary stages of the learning process. So the first stage is unconscious incompetence. Then the next stage we move into is conscious incompetence. And then we have conscious competence and then unconscious competence. Let me explain this a little further with an example. Think about when you were first learning to drive a car. You unconsciously were incompetent. You had no idea what it was like. You didn't even know what you didn't know. Then you moved into the conscious incompetence state. Your full attention was needed, and often we stuck to back roads to avoid traffic, and we might have oversteered. If we were learning to drive a stick shift, we might have grinded the gears. And although this was possibly an uncomfortable time, this is probably where you learn the most. The next stage we move into is that conscious competence state. Now you can drive the car. It takes your full concentration. You've learned the skill, yet you haven't quite mastered it. Then we move into the unconscious competence state. This is where you've brought all the elements of learning to drive a car together. They all blend into one smooth unit of behavior. And you can drive a car, you can have the radio on, you can carry on a conversation, all at the same time. So this is what happens when we're learning in hypnotherapy, is that we have these stages of learning that we go through, and this will happen through the first 3 courses of the hypnotherapy program. They're designed to help educate you to gain knowledge. Then it's the stage of learning a skill and becoming competent in those skills. And then the final stage is competency and confidence. Mastering these skills will be critical to building your practice, as well as to learning more advanced skills if you choose to go on to the clinical hypnotherapy program. In HY 101, you are primarily in a learning phase. Here you're going to learn what hypnosis is and isn't. You're going to understand things probably you hadn't even thought of. And you're going to have some experiences actually working with others to hypnotize one another. Then we move into the HY 201 class. This is where you begin to transition from that learning phase into a learning and practicing phase. And as we go through the 201 class, you're going to enter a second half of this class where you're really doing a lot of practicing with classmates, with friends, with family members. And the more you practice, the better you're going to get at developing your skills and learning to develop your own hypno voice. Then we move into HY 301. This is where you're practicing what you've learned. And remember, practicing makes proficient. So in this phase of the program, this is where you're demonstrating your skill in a practical environment and you're demonstrating competencies to be successful in working with others.